Downtown Scottsbluff was the place to be Wednesday evening as more than 1,000 people gathered to celebrate Cinco De Mayo as a community. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, some strong rainstorms could not put a damper on the Downtown Scottsbluff Association's inaugural Cinco de Mayo event at the 18th Street Plaza. There was so much going on throughout the evening, including bounties of food trucks serving up tacos, enchiladas, elote, and more. Live music filled the plaza throughout the evening with traditional music as hundreds of attendees camped out in lawn chairs to soak up the sounds. And on Broadway, lots of classic cars on display for patrons to enjoy. But perhaps the highlight of the evening was the dancing of the Los Guadalapanos, whose months of practice was showcased Wednesday evening as onlookers crowded around. More festivities will continue on Saturday with a parade on East Overland, followed by a celebration at the Guadalupe Center. Well, organizers for the Platte Valley Company's Monument Marathon are gearing up for a milestone year this September. Now in its 10th year, this event has grown to include a full and half marathon, 5K, and new this year, a relay half marathon. Jennifer Rising with the WNCC Foundation says this new event will allow 3 participants to run 4 or 5 miles on stretches of the course they wouldn't see if they opted for just the 5K.
And a chance for some runners to see that gorgeous backside of the bluff that on that road that isn't open to the public the rest of the year. And so we figure, a team may want to run a few years so that they can each get that leg on the back there.
This year's marathon is set for September 25th. You can find out more information and how to get involved by going to monumentmarathon.com. Well, coming up after the break, we had some heavy rains just 24 hours ago, but now a brief stretch of warm weather in the mix. We'll get your full forecast right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
Cover more ground and get more savings on the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Gas-powered for a top speed of 40 miles per hour. Best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo. The strength to haul a half-ton and tow a full-ton. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get the Sidekick now for 0 down, 0% APR for 60 months or save up to $1,750.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gearing.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, how about sunny skies as we go through the evening hours, clear skies overnight and into early tomorrow with temps only going down into the upper 30s and low 40s tonight. So a little better than where we've been. A warm Friday is coming to end the week, and then it's going to be cooler this weekend, especially Sunday when rain's going to develop late Sunday. It's going to be a wet and cool start to the week next week. Looks like yesterday we hit 66 after a morning low of 33. Those were about where we should be. We did get a couple hundredths of an inch of moisture from some light showers that moved through yesterday evening. Still got a long ways to go. Here's the drought monitor and where we currently set. You can see a large area here in eastern Wyoming in the severe to extreme drought conditions. There in central Wyoming, even exceptional drought conditions in the high country. But as we get closer home here, we've got a moderate drought going for a large portion of the panhandle, but abnormally dry conditions now starting to expand a little bit, and we made some progress in this, but we've still got a ways to go. Speaking of progress, it's been a roller coaster, hasn't it? We've had some below normal days, some above, below, above, back to below normal. We've got an above normal day today and another above normal day tomorrow before we're going to trend colder than this as we go to start the week next week. Beautiful out there right now. What a gorgeous evening. 60s and 70s here across the high plains. No complaints. 67 in Mullen, 69 right now in Ogallala and in Scottsbluff and in Torrington as well. 67 up in Chadron. Winds are much lighter than what they were yesterday, 5 to 15 miles an hour, and that's been the case all day with light winds out there. Getting on the bus tomorrow, it'll be sunny, mid-40s. Not too bad from what we've had several days here in the last few weeks. Upper 70s on the way home with quiet conditions and partly cloudy skies. It's going to be a very nice night tonight and a very nice day tomorrow. Nothing doing tonight. A high cloud, that is about it. It'll generally be clear, abundantly so. Lows tonight going to be down around the 40-degree mark, give or take a couple either way. And as we go to tomorrow, sunny skies is going to start our day. A few high-level clouds around the area. We can't rule out a very isolated thunderstorm chance tomorrow evening. Very, very isolated, very small. We don't have a lot of instability to work with. Maybe a bit more on Saturday to see an isolated shower or storm. Sunday into Monday is when we start to see better chances of rain and storms. 70s and 80s tomorrow, a very, very nice day as that mild condition is going to be here in our immediate area. Any precip is going to be light the next couple of days. Now, as we look at what's coming up for us, we talked about this yesterday. This is the European model showing a decent amount of moderate to precip here. This is for Sunday through Tuesday. The American models trended a little further to the south with this heavier storm precipitation. Let's hope we can push this back up our way because the last couple have went to the south, and I think it's our turn to get a little bit here closer to home. 40 clear and quiet tonight. No big weather conditions to worry about tomorrow either. Low 80s with mostly sunny skies. It is going to be warm out there. Our 7-day forecast will pop up to near 70 on Saturday. So cooler, but still Saturday a pretty decent day. Might see a few breezes around. Back to near 60 on Sunday. Not even getting to 50 on Monday. A wet day with some rain showers around. Tuesday we remain cool. Showers should leave by afternoon. Then we warm up, maybe back to near 80 again by Thursday of next week. So the roller coaster continues. A couple of nice days, a couple of cold days, a couple of nice days. You get the picture. Springtime here in the high plains.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Welcome back. Nebraska lawmakers have rejected a proposal to abolish most of the state's taxes in favor of a consumption tax that the state would impose on services and new goods. Lawmakers voted 23-19 in favor of the measure, but that fell 2 votes short of what supporters needed to advance it through a first-round vote. The proposed constitutional amendment would have given voters the chance to approve the idea in the 2022 general election. The lead sponsor, Bayard Senator Steve Erdman, says the measure would simplify Nebraska's tax system and give taxpayers a greater measure of control over how much they pay because it would be based on their purchases. Well, it is a milestone week for the Midwest Theater in downtown Scottsbluff as they celebrate their 75th anniversary this week. On Monday, they offered up a free screening of Gilda, the first movie that ever showed at the theater. Now on Friday, they'll be having their first live stage performance in more than a year as April Verch and Cody Walters will be bringing their singing and fiddling talents to the Midwest. And over the weekend, Oscar winner Nomadland, which was partially filmed in Scottsbluff, will be shown on the big screen. Executive Director Bill Yesta says he hopes to see many smiling faces back at the theater after a long pandemic-caused hiatus. And the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services has identified a death from COVID-19 that occurred after a patient was fully vaccinated. A woman in her 80s with underlying medical conditions developed COVID-19 and was hospitalized more than 14 days after completing a vaccination series with the Pfizer vaccine. Nebraska's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Gary Antone, said, while no deaths occurred in vaccinated individuals in the clinical trials, they do understand that no vaccine or medication is 100% effective when used by millions of people. The woman who died was a resident of Two Rivers Health District. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell in with highlights from our first Legion game of the year. He'll have that right after this.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Got some highlights from earlier this week on the Diamond, plus a busy schedule for the weekend. Those are main topics for today here at the TV Sports Desk. Yes, back at the old ballpark earlier this week with the Wesco Zephyrs opening their Legion season at Cleveland Field on Tuesday night as they entertained Douglas, Wyoming. The scoring started in the second inning when Douglas got one here on this RBI single. That run was unearned and the only one allowed on the night by Wesco starting pitcher Hunter McCollum. McCollum finished strong in his 3 innings of work in the third. The first 2 reached, but then 3 straight strikeouts for McCollum as he ended his night on the mound on a very high note. Dario Rodriguez was the next man up coming out of the Zephyrs bullpen, and he walked 3 early in his stint but allowed 1 run. That came on a wild pitch here in the 4th, but then Rodriguez, he really found his groove, found that put-away pitch, including 5 strikeouts in a 6-hitter stretch. Hey, you need some runs to win a baseball game. What about the offense for Wesco? That would finally come in the 5th inning. Keegan Nation led off and reached on an error by the shortstop, and then the hit parade finally started with the Z's getting 4 straight singles. They came from Wyatt Hott, Jarrett Richter, McCollum, and Rodriguez. That Rodriguez knocked a 2-run single as the Zephyrs went in front for the first time on the night, leading by the score of 4-2 at this point. Now we move to the 7th inning, and Douglas, they would just not go quietly into the night in this one. Already 1 across, and then they get the RBI single from Carson Selk. That tied the game at 4. We move to bottom 7, and it's Wesco looking for the win. Man out at second base, and just one out. Rodriguez, the man at the plate, he hits the smash to short, booted there, and it rolls into left field, and Hunter McCollum comes scampering around with the winning run. Wesco wins on opening night. They celebrate the walk-off victory, a 5-4 win over Douglas. They'll play a road doubleheader coming up on Saturday afternoon over at Laramie. Always great to get the Legion season underway. For WNCC, there's plenty of postseason play on the diamond this weekend with both the baseball and softball teams heading to Trinidad, Colorado for regional tournament action. The baseball team plays Trinidad a best-of-3 for their opener at regionals. That'll start tomorrow, while the softball team, they'll play McCook at Trinidad on Saturday. And quickly, both Scottsbluff soccer teams playing in district finals on Saturday. As of this moment, those pairings had not been released from the NSAA, but the Scottsbluff girls hoping to get that home match, while the boys looking like they'll be on the road. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. We're back with more with Ryan right after this on KNEB.TV.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, May is Beef Month, and industry leaders are ramping up efforts for Nebraskans to enjoy one of our state's finest products. Rural Radio Network's Bryce Duskett has more.
Happy Thursday and welcome back inside the Nebraska Soybean War Studios. We take a look at today's agriculture news. Earlier this week, we told you about a new program that invites you to eat beef at 40 restaurants this summer. The Good Life Great Steaks Nebraska Beef Passport program is now active and features restaurants from the old Stockyards Omaha to the Nebraska Sandhills. We recently visited with Adam Wagner, Director of Marketing with the Nebraska Beef Council, about this promotion.
So the Beef Passport program is something that we developed as a way to encourage people to go out and enjoy beef through food service. You know, food service was hit really hard through the pandemic, but when you think about Nebraska, there are a lot of great places from one end of the state to the other where you can go and have a really great steak or a really great hamburger. And so we really want to encourage people to go out and try some of those places. It might be a well-established, well-known restaurant in Lincoln or Omaha, or it could be a little mom and pop shop in one of these small towns across the state. And so we really want to take the opportunity to highlight that, encourage people to travel across the state, stop into those places, and enjoy some great beef.
Adam says that all you have to do is stop by one of those participating restaurants and order beef. You'll then receive a stamp in your passport.
The more stamps you get on your passport, the more eligibility you have for different tiers of prize packages. This year we're giving away anything from a grilling prize pack to $500 in beef and a really cool Beef It's What's for Dinner Cabela's cooler. So, you know, just a really fun program, something that people can participate in, doesn't matter where you are in the state, and you know, gives an opportunity to go try maybe a place that they've never been before.
Nebraska Beef Passports can be requested online at nebeef.org. You can also stop by any of those participating restaurants to request one. That'll do it for today's Agriculture News Update. I'm Bryce Duskett reporting.
Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.